Hello everyone and welcome back to the NASCAR Generations Tournament. I'm Nathan, your commentator for today, and we'll have a look at the 6 cars taking part. So car number 1 will be Daddy G for G4 Diecast Racing. Car number 2 will be Uncle Elvis taking part for Uncle Elvis Racing. Then the 3rd car will be Kester, who's driving for Wichita Diecast Racing League. The 4th car will be Kimmy, racing for ICT DRL. Our 5th car will be End Counts, racing for Chase Family Racing. And our final car will be Nsacar for Nsacar Racing, as we shortly get into the action for our first race of the event. Of course, the top 3 will go into the next stage. Of course, 6 races to decide that, and this is the first one of them all. We can see as they head their way down to the first corner. Uncle Elvis is in that top position at the moment, looking to lead them away. Daddy G following in just behind. You can see all the cars having slides around, and our leader goes completely around, and luckily does get caught up there by the 24, gets spun back around the number 42 there, goes completely backwards, and you see all the cars cross the line very quickly in succession. And Uncle Elvis was one that led the way there, ahead of Daddy G in 2nd, and of course you could see Elvis got spun halfway around, the 24 came around, collected him, spun him around halfway again. Of course you can see there End Count right at the back, nowhere near anyone in this battle, and in the end you can see Daddy G dropped back down to 5th place, so dropped all the way down the field. As we do see the cars cross the line, and 2 of them there crossing the line very, very closely together. And then of course End Count at the back. So Uncle Elvis leads the way here ahead of Kimmy, who got 2nd, and then of course Nsacar finishing in Nsacar finishing P4. Kester finished 3rd place. And now we have Daddy G ahead of Uncle Elvis again as they head their way through to begin this 2nd race, and looking to go through. There's Kimmy looking to try and take another 2nd place here. End Count is in the top 3 place as well. Gets spun completely around, allows Uncle Elvis through. And we see further back as well another car. I think that might be Kester going all the way around, and will still come home in a P5 spot, I think there. Let's have a look on the instant replay what happened in this race. So of course a good start from the top, then we could see cars dropping back, people being half spun. We can see in a moment, yep, so End Count does go half round. That allows Uncle Elvis to go through. You can see a car there being stuck behind, and nothing that they can do. I think that might be Nsacar there, so it would have been Kester right at the back after that one. And then of course it was Daddy G who took the win ahead of Kimmy, and then Uncle Elvis in 3rd place. Then of course that being Kester right at the back. So at the moment it is going to be Uncle Elvis and Kimmy who sit dead on 10 points as we go through to our halfway race number 3. It's going to be Daddy G and Kimmy leading the way. Kimmy gets half spun round. NK looks to go through, take the lead, can't quite do so. Daddy G and Kimmy take it again. Uncle Elvis goes around the outside, gets blocked off by Daddy G. We can see across the line the cars go sideways, and that'll be Kester at the back once again. So this is the instant replay, and of course you can see Uncle Elvis, that'd been Kimmy in the lead. You can see Daddy G is going to drop back a little bit. End Count trying to go for the move, get to drop back themselves, allows Daddy G to go around the outside. Uncle Elvis stays in P4 there. Of course you can see Kimmy going sideways once again, and Daddy G being clattered into the rear there by Uncle Elvis as they head their way around the top bend, and you can see there Daddy G blocking Uncle Elvis off as they all cross the line. And it was of course Kimmy that took the win sideways ahead of Daddy G that took 2nd sideways. So it's going to be Kimmy that leads the points here on 16 to Uncle Elvis on 14, and then of course Daddy G on 13 points in 3rd as we now head on to race 4. And it'll be End Count leading the way ahead of Kimmy as they head their way down to the first corner once again, and End Count has a really good start here. Of course, then gets spun halfway around. Daddy G and Kimmy looking to try and battle there. We have as well Kester looking to get involved. Kester goes up into 3rd place. Kimmy looks to take the win. To be NK'd in 2nd and Kester in 3rd place. After race number 4, we'll see the replay here. So, of course, a brilliant start there originally by NK. But, of course, Kester obviously coming in behind me. Hutzel as well. That being Kimmy looking to close up and make some moves. And Daddy G as well, all staying very close together to try and capitalise. I think, of course, you can see there. That's where NK goes round. And that was where we saw Kester trying to find a move but couldn't quite do it. And you can see there NK crossing the line sideways, and unfortunately Uncle Elvis, finishing P6 in that race, drops down the standings now. As we go to our penultimate race of the event, it's going to be Kester and NK at the front as we head our way to the first corner. We've got Kimmy in 3rd, we've got Uncle Elvis at the back once again. Of course, needs some points here at this moment if he wants to try and keep himself in that top 3. As we do see Kester going round, Daddy G goes round as well. And Nsacar here is going to take this by the biggest margin we've seen yet. A brilliant one. And then what's happened behind? Because no one seems to appear. So Daddy G crosses the line in 3rd. Just about. The others follow in succession. What a weird entrance to the race that was. We'll see on the replay if we can see what happened there. So, of course, we saw Kester going round. Nsacar trying to fight his way through. I think we'll just pop it up the inside. Does do so. So Daddy G goes up into P3. He tries to make a move past Kester. Gets spun round on the bend, and of course that loses you so much momentum. And the others got collected into Daddy G there as well as they headed their way through. So that's why they all come across the line so slow. They lost all momentum on that bend when Daddy G went sideways. As we see them obviously in much long time. There we are. And Daddy G actually stops pretty much on the finish line. I don't think the full car goes over it. You can see, yeah, like half the car goes over the finish line and the others push him to safety. Very interesting ending there. Of course, Kimmy still leads the way ahead of Daddy G and Uncle Elvis in 3rd, but Kester and Nsacar are only 2 points back off 3rd, so this is a really important final race to see who goes through to the next round. So it's going to be Nsacar and Kester that start 1st and 2nd as we head our way through. And of course, Uncle Elvis looking to get involved, Daddy G as well looking to get involved. We see at the back Kimmy, that's not where Kimmy wants to be. NK there having their battle for P5. As we head to the line, Nsacar wins ahead of Uncle Elvis and ahead of Daddy G, and I think that might be what secures it here for Uncle Elvis to get that final 3rd spot and go through to the next stage. So Kester, who was looking to try and take a P3 spot, unfortunately didn't finish higher than Uncle Elvis, so couldn't take that P3 spot in the end. Of course, needed to finish 3 positions higher to take that 3rd spot away, and I think the same also went for Nsacar, who obviously finished 1 place higher. So we do see Nsacar cross the line with the victory. Then we have Uncle Elvis and Daddy G crossing the line as well in 3rd place. So we'll see how the results are. We can see it'll be Kimmy, Daddy G and Uncle Elvis going through to the next round, and we'll see that shortly on our bracket. So, of course, after winning this event on 26 points, it'll be Kimmy. Then in 2nd place it was Daddy G, and then 3rd place it was Uncle Elvis. So of course we'll be back next time for Group 4. Of course, make sure to check at the top right if you want to see any more of the videos in this series. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye.